Morning. Welcome to the Pick-A-Dee Pick Show. I'm your host, Anvil. As usual, we dedicate this show to my boy Jerry. Looking down from above, man. Hope you like some of my picks this week. Hope you use some of them and hope they pay off. Got an interesting week ahead because we're headed into the last week of the season here. A lot of teams really have nothing left to play for other than pride. This is a game of motivation. And if you don't have that motivation, then, usually doesn't turn out well for you. So we're going to try to look at teams, concentrate on teams that still have a shot right now. Looking at some of the spreads really gives us a good picture. You add up teams that need to win plus a huge spread, and you get Tennessee, Houston. So I think we're going to be going kind of hard on those two teams. So let's get into this. We got the 3K Sunday NFL Spike single entry because playing multiple entries is not a good idea if you're only doing single. Obviously, if you're doing multiples, you don't want to play a single. Yeah, well, that's the kind of reporting that you're used to here, right? All right, so as usual, we're going to frame this. Oh, I see Dalvin Cook's out. I had already seen one guy we're targeting is, well, he's the highest of available. I mean, I guess you could play Dalvin Cook if you really wanted to waste some money. But as usual, we're going to start by framing our ticket down here at the bottom. Get that defense out of the way. Colts. That's what I thought. I mean, Jacksonville has nothing to play for. Save 100 with the Ravens. And I was looking at the Patriots because they're playing the hapless Jets, but, it's not like the Patriots are a dominant team right now. Don't know how I feel about the Rams not saving enough there, not saving enough on New Orleans. I think New Orleans is a little overpriced. Steelers, yeah. Tampa Bay, Washington. Washington is going to have to win that game to stay alive. Miami's going to have to win that game to stay alive. I mean, I could save some money on Washington, but I really think the Colts are in a position they could still theoretically make the playoffs. It really depends on how the games go before that, and that's kind of a tricky thing to judge because you don't know. You don't know. I mean, Indy goes into the game needing a win to get into the playoffs, but they need, I think, 4 other things to happen. And if those won't happen, I don't know how that sucks their, if it demoralizes them or not. So they are at home. That's a plus, but I think the Ravens are going to have the most motivation out there, so we're going to start with them. No, it doesn't really save us much money, but, I think that's going to be the best bet because the worst case scenario is that Indy finds out, oh, we're out, there's not much to play for. Maybe they don't risk an injury. Maybe they don't go for that one sack, that one interception. Maybe they just don't overcommit to things. I don't know. So we're going to save some money here. I can already tell. I really don't understand why some of these guys are down there. I mean, Gesicki, he's playing Buffalo. They're bottom 10 against the tight ends. But there's one guy that really stands out in a must-win game, and that's Logan Thomas. And I'll tell you why. In the last 2 games, he's had 28 targets. He's getting wide receiver numbers out there. Doesn't always translate into points, but, a must-win on the road against Philadelphia, who's been floundering against the pass. Really like his chances, and, he's costing us $5,600. He's below our average. Kelsey might not even play. Andrews, yeah, he'd be a good pick, but we're spending a lot of money on that position. And we're going to have to spend it elsewhere. We're going to jump up here to running back right now because we kind of have an idea of where we're going. It's going to have to be Derrick Henry. Oh, I don't like the fact that Taylor's so expensive. We're going to get Taylor in there. Now we're going to bounce back over here to quarterback. I have my eye on Jackson, but, Tannehill, must-win game, crappy secondary. Houston has allowed 28 points, per game. It's a lot of points. Some of them are going to go to Henry. We know that. Really, so it looks like we really saved some money going out on a limb here. I don't understand why Rivers is so low. It is a game of motivation, but, I think he's motivated to keep the top spot there. Don't really know how much trouble he's in with, keeping his starting role. But I mean, he is a veteran. He does need to prove himself year after year. What's the savings on that? 8,200 for Tannehill, and well, I scrolled way past Rivers, didn't I? Russell Wilson coming in pretty cheap. There's Rivers, 7,300. So we're looking. Yeah, that's significant savings. I mean, I think Brady will have a decent game, but I don't think we can afford him. Not with Henry in there. We're gonna save some money. We're gonna put in Phillip Rivers right now. We could always go back and change it. Let's get an obvious play out of the way. I mean, Kamara is sitting. So, I mean, you just bypass all these other guys. It's going to be Murray. We saw how they ran last week. I had that, by the way. I had Kamara on top of a ticket. Made my brother a lot of money. You're welcome. Let's see. Whoa. Did not know that. How is Latveris Murray all of a sudden on here? Whoa. Well, okay. So we're going to go with Ty Montgomery. I mean, why not? I like it. Matson's going to be in too. Wow. We got some real backup guys there, but I like Ty Montgomery's position a little bit better. Let's see here. Whoa. He is not even. There he is. Yeah, we're going to save big money with him. Big money against him, right there. That might allow us to get, wow. Didn't see that coming. That's surprising. I was going to use McKissick, but we're already using the tight end there. I really like Jonathan Taylor in this game. So we're going to put him in, and he should go down here into the flex. Right? There he is. There's our flex player. All right, now let's get into wide receivers here. Whoa, okay. Calvin Ridley. Don't know that we need to... here's one guy who was on my list. I think he's going to have a big game. They're going to want to win. They got things to prove there, and he's in line for Rookie of the Year talk and all of that, so I think he needs to go in there. Who else was I looking at here? I have a lot tied up with the Indy game, and I've kind of talked myself down from that particular fence. But we're going to have to find somebody cheap down here. We're looking. Wow. It really is just... I'm starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel here. Tim Patrick's always a good fill-in. Des Bryant. Okay. Perriman. Mooney. He's been doing good, but it's not been really translating. Peoples-Jones. That's a place where we could save a little bit of money. Wow, I'm still reeling. Oh, Amendola. Look at that. Amendola's on the list. I mean, I have him written down simply because there might be a lot of checkdowns, depending on who's playing for Detroit. It may not be Stafford. Might be their backup, and I don't remember who it is. I'm scanning my list for the Amendola stats here, and apparently I didn't write them down. But I do know Detroit gives up a lot of yards per carry, or per pass, per attempt. Yeah, that's it. So let's see what happens if we put in Amendola. Save a little money there. Now we can scroll back up to the top of the list. We can afford something in the $6,100 range. Oh, just missing out on Sanders. Oh, I was not impressed with how Breeze played. I don't know if maybe he's a little more banged up. Oh, he can get Antonio Brown. Wow. That would have used to be a steal at 6,000. Not so much anymore. Our boy Cole Beasley. And Coty. Well, Houston is going to have to play from behind, I'm sure. So there is going to be a lot of throwing. I do like that. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we're back down to that same range here. Who can we bump down? Or who can we bump up? We could bump up our quarterback there. Going silent. Claypool has not performed lately. Casey's number 2 defense. I don't think that's going to play a part. But you know, Coty's been good to us before when we've asked him to step up, so we're going to use him. That saves us 400. Don't really know if there was any step-ups that I wanted to do. I mean, I think Ty Montgomery really saves us a lot. He should get a lot of work. He may even get a few passes. He's worked that role before, back when he was with Green Bay, and even a little bit we've seen recently. I don't really see any. I mean, there's some good players in here. You couldn't go wrong with Cooks. You couldn't go wrong with Davis. But, yeah, as you can see, we're already razor thin on some of our players. We got, putting our money into our running backs. Yeah. We got Justin here. We could upgrade him to a more important Mike Evans. Or even Calvin Ridley. But Atlanta, I believe, is just done. So I don't see them fighting for much. So Ridley, Miami's got a decent defense. We can't reach him. We could reach, 8,400? We could reach a DeAndre Hopkins. We could reach a Mike Evans. And then we get rid of Justin Jefferson. Because, again, that game doesn't mean much to them. As much as it means to Evans and the Bucks. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of Justin here. And we're going to go with Mike. Probably regret that. But I do like that. That's a slight upgrade. You know what? We're not. We're not. We're going to get rid of Evans. We're not going to play the Evans. Nah. We're not. I think our biggest weakness here is Amendola. I like him at that price, but I just don't know if he's going to really do much. It seems kind of odd to have him in there. Doesn't feel right. Something feels wrong about that particular matchup. Same thing with, I'm not putting no. Christian Kirk did all right for me in the past. Hardman's probably going to play. My guess is Hardman's going to play. Let's see. Let's see what they have to say about this. Yeah. He's not going to have... Not sure who's going to be quarterbacking. Yeah, because Hill's not going to play. Hill's not going to play. They're going to rest him. What does it say about Patrick here? Taking a couple, there you go. Made the play of the game. Yeah, I think Patrick might be our answer. He's done all right for us in the past. Let's get Amendola out and let's get Patrick in. I like that. That's a good one. I don't know. We'll see how it all works out in the end. So there we go. You know, Rivers, hopefully he's going to be motivated. I think he will be. You know, both for his career and his team. They may be in a position to make the playoffs, and Jacksonville isn't going to do anything. Come on. Henry, yeah, monster. Montgomery, we're just taking advantage of, like, low cost. I mean, if Murray and Kamara are out, then Montgomery's going to have to play. He's going to have to see something. You know, last week, we saw what their run game could do. Jefferson looking to cap a good season. Patrick, you know, that's home game against a rival. Coty, Tennessee gives up a lot through the air. I mean, that's just how it is. Logan Thomas being treated more like a wide receiver. Taylor, again, this is going to be an important game. Hopefully we can get a double up with Rivers. And the Ravens, simply in there because they are probably one of the most motivated teams, and a motivated Raven defense can be very dangerous. And Cincinnati, I think, is playing for pride. And to be honest with you, motivation, it trumps pride. That's my feeling on it. Anyhow, you know, have a good week. Happy New Year. You know, it's going to be nice not to have to write 2020 on everything. Get back to that 2-digit 21. That'll be cool. All right. Have a good one. Laters.